Hi, my name is Rob Hoffman with Area TV, and today I'm joined by Ben Fender, founder of Drive Production. So Ben, what are you showing off here at the show today?
Well, I've been invited here by Autodesk to come and talk on the stand around our work, which is 4D projection mapping. We use Autodesk products in our workflow, and they invited me to come over here to Vegas and to show the guys here all our work, which is essentially it's the process of projecting models of buildings back onto the facade of buildings so that we can manipulate the architecture to give the optical illusion that the content is floating in 3D space, and we're manipulating the windows and the architecture, and the content has a relationship with the architecture itself. So yeah, it's fun.
Oh, very cool. So you're using Autodesk products. I understand that you're using Maya quite a bit. So why did you choose Maya to do this type of work?
Well, initially we need to create a model and a template of the building, and we need to understand exactly where all the architectural features of the building are in 3D. And so Maya became the tool of choice, not only to build the models in the first place and to create the templates, etc., but then also for the animation and for the manipulation of the architecture. So, and on top of that, we've got 6 guys back in our studio, and they're all great at Maya. So, so it's definitely our weapon of choice.
Oh, very good. So, are you using any other Autodesk products as well for your productions?
We are indeed. We have 3ds Max in our studio as well. Part of the reason for that is we like to invite different artists to come and work with us on projects, and some have a preference towards that rather than Maya, and it all fits together really nicely in the workflow. On top of that, we're comping in Flame now, because Flame allows us to make all those last-minute changes, recoloring, retouching, and to be able to render out quickly and efficiently. Some of the projects that we're doing, the pixel map is like 4,000 pixels by 4,000 pixels, so we have to be able to manipulate that much data as fast as possible.
So I'm sure that doing this type of work, it can create a lot of challenges for you. So what are some of the challenges that you face when you're doing this 4D projection?
Well, the challenge is, in the first place, is finding the right property to actually project onto that has all the right qualities. If there's too many windows, we have to treat all the windows in some shape or form, and to treat all the windows, you have to talk to all the people who are inside the building, and on top of that, and so permitting for this sort of thing is quite a long process. So we might be in the sort of event production process and dealing with all the tenants in a building for quite a long period before we even get to the point where we're actually building anything in the studio. On top of that, the other challenges are anything from where are we going to position the projection equipment, because we like to position it somewhere that you can't even see. So just the magic is there in front of you, and so that often means as well making arrangements with other buildings on the other side of the street or the other side of the river, etc., etc. So it's a complicated process, to say the least, but we revel in it.
Very nice. So what are some of the projects you've done? What are some of the customers that you've done projects for?
Here in the US, we've worked for HP. We did what we think is the first really amazing piece of 4D projection mapping with Polo Ralph Lauren. That was on Madison Avenue in New York and in London on the same day. Who else we worked with? Nokia. We did the Nokia. You say Nokia, we say Nokia. We did the launch of their Lumia 800 smartphone, and we've worked with Bentley and various other brands. But what we're trying to do now is to make the whole process easier to digest, as it were, so that we're not just having to talk to these major brands. And I mean, it's an expensive process, but we think the ROI on it is really good, because the fact is that you do one of these projects and there's an audience there of 10,000 people or something like that, but then because we're filming it and then sending it out on live streams, etc., we're then getting audiences of millions and millions all around the world. So it's something that can be really appreciated online as well. So that's the sort of viral power of the whole thing.
Yeah, very nice. So you've been here in Vegas for a few days. You got any good stories?
Well, I intend to. I've been preparing for this so far. We're here until Thursday, and we'll certainly be taking in the town while we're here in Vegas.
Well, thank you very much for joining us today, Ben, and thank you everybody for joining in on Area TV here at NAB 2012.